Hey, beautiful Aquarius, how are you? Welcome back. This is Mary Ellen. Hey, welcome back to Moonrise Cottage. Beautiful Aquarius, this is your October 2020 reading. And as everybody already knows, it's going to be hot up in here. So my guys want to talk to everybody about sort of the way it's going to go and what's going to happen, what you're going to experience, and what your energy does to support the collective and the movement forward into the 4D and the 5D realms by letting go of what no longer works for us, all the transition that's meant to take place. So for you, you have eagle vision. Aquarius, as an air sign, this is the height of your power coming forward. So if you don't know about eagle as a totem animal, please go to the web and look it up. This is about sacred vision, the long view, the the ability to fly effortlessly on the thermal drafts. And we've got Mars in Aries, currently retrograde, a full moon in Aries coming forward, a literal big bang. My guides have been talking about it. We all know what's going on. I don't have to tell you. Eagle is the height of power and wisdom, sacred vision, the ability to see the long view and to soar on they keep talking about the thermal drafts, and they're talking about the heat of the moment because it is going to be hot. So thank you for being a guide for all of us in these moments and for yourself. Look, okay, that fire and ice. Do you see yourself standing there in this moment? You fabulous air sign, you are going to help ignite the sacred vision that needs to come forward as the ice is melted by the fire of these moments. So this reading, all of these readings are, the guys were talking about this last month. It's meant to help carry you through to the end of the year. And in each particular month, there will be a set point that we'll discuss. So come back next month and see where your energy is. But look at you. You have a lot of power. Do you see that you are walking toward the light through the air element, melting the ice, that has been keeping us all frozen in this dystopian reality that we've been experiencing? So I like that you're using your power to help illuminate and ignite the fire element as an air sign with the ability to create mystically what is new, what the innovation is meant to be in these times. In the month of October, you are joining the sacred battle and you are going to help free all of humanity, and you are going to cut yourself loose from anything that no longer serves you. So I love that. And the first card of the main body of the reading, look, that's 8 of Cups. Y'all are walking away from something. I don't think it's necessarily a lover or a love relationship. For some of you, it's probably going to be true. But we are talking about humanity. This is the theme of the reading. We are going to walk towards our new destiny. And you are going to help us release. You're going to help us find the pathway because of your sacred vision as an air sign, and you're going to melt the ice and use your passion to walk us all into the light. It's astounding. Thank you so much, Aquarius. So that's the theme. Here's you. Look at that. You fabulous, fabulous individuals, my guides are saying. There's a lot of shape-shifting going on in this sacred battle that's coming up for all of us. So for you, you are letting go of something that doesn't work for you anymore. It might be a love relationship, might be a job, might be the way you exist in your life. Only you can determine what this is about for you. It's a general reading. So under the umbrella of that notion, we see you shape-shifting many times in the sacred bowl of all possibilities. This is about a certain type of awakening. There was a goddess who wanted her lineage, her son, to possess all the wisdom that existed. Thank you, Spirit. Wow. This message is blowing my mind. She made a little witch's brew. She put it in the cauldron, hired a lad to mind the fire. It had to simmer for a year and a day. So this is a process that is coming to its fulfillment for many of you. And for some of you, it's a new thing that's coming forward because you're going to cut yourself loose and walk into your future. And this is your future. Actually, it looks like that on the table. This young lad that was minding the fire, put a couple sticks under the fire, got too hot, things started to boil, and the cauldron was kind of going like this, and he reached out to steady it. The sacred spell splashed on his fingers, he stuck it in his mouth, and then this process began. And eventually, he turned into the greatest wisdom holder of the age. That is your destiny through your human and soul journey, your heart and soul journey this month. So do not fear that, because it's going to free you into your true destiny. And this is going to support you. That's the Devil card. So clearly, some of you are walking away, I think, from an addiction, from a job that you hate, from a situation that has become unmanageable. Some of you, a love relationship, I'm sorry, but for some of you, it's going to be true. You're going to release yourself perhaps from the cycle of the negative things in your relationship, because this is about releasing your fears. So in traditional tarot, we see a couple chained together, chains around their necks, the devil looming over them. They have the total power and freedom to release themselves because there's plenty of room. All they have to do is make the realization, take the chains off. So in order to do that, you got to face your fears. That's what this is about. We see the sacred god Cernunnos, the antlered god of the Celtic forest, the people, because they were so connected with the land and the forests. So we see this mystical process. You see the blue coloration? There's the horned god, a human piece of jewelry in one hand and a snake in the other. This is the challenger of will. That's what it takes to release your fears and release yourself from something that has been keeping you stuck. And you are definitely going to go through this process in some way. There was a lot of fear tied up in this, but it's the Eight of Pentacles. It's about coming to mastery over your existence and over your fears, which I love. Look at that. That is the Four of Pentacles. Some of you are really in a battle with another person who has been, like I was saying, maybe doing you wrong or being nefarious, dishonest. So in this depiction, it's about somebody who is a wisdom holder, has some standing in the community. See the cracks in the sky. Something's not right. And this person finds out about it, this gentleman with the wand, and he goes to the person or persons who've been stealing from him and cheating and says, okay, that's enough of that. That just stop. If you don't stop, I am going to banish you into the forest. You're going to be turned into a beast so that everybody can see your true nature on the outside. So there's something going on, and it really, truly, it might be you, because there you are doing all the hard work in order to come to mastery over yourself and your life and the way you exist. There's something going on. For some of you, it's a deep internal process of change because you're releasing your fears. That's why it looks this way. Some of you, yeah, it's going to be a relationship, but mostly this is about you coming into balance with yourself in order to banish that which no longer works for you. That's what the eagle vision is for. And the sword is here. So you might be melting off while you're releasing. You might be melting off something consciously because you have the internal vision to do it that's been keeping you frozen, keeping you stuck somehow in your life. And, you know, we have COVID-19 still raging, and we're all trying to do our best to survive and to create what comes next. And look, so for you, when this release happens, you start down a new road. and a teacher or a wise person arrives to help you. And you may not feel prepared. That's part of what this card is about. It is the Two of Pentacles. So you're doing your best to come into balance, but your destiny's coming forward. This young guy was part of, thank you, Spirit, of a sacred lineage of wisdom holders. He went through a lot to get to his ability. He had to let go of the former life that he had. He was basically just out traveling and partying and being a young guy. Nothing wrong with that. But he was not preparing for the new road that came forward. And when it finally came forward and he had to travel home and take up the lineage, the position of the lineage holder, the knowledge, the wisdom holders of the tribe, he put on a fake beard and he was sweating bullets. And he finally admitted to this guy, I'm not ready. I can't do it. I'm sorry. I've been there and some transition has happened. I've been working really hard. But I'm terrified. I'm shitting on you know what. You guys are laughing at me. You know what I'm talking about. Okay? He had to release some part of himself. I believe this is mostly about you. Some of you will be dealing with external matters, my guides are saying. External persons. So you will have to understand this reading as it fits your life. But a new road is coming forward. A teacher, a guide, someone who's going to help you come into balance will show up in your destiny, literally turning, you're walking into your new existence. And if you understand the Eight of Cups, it's not about what you're walking away from. It's about what you are walking toward. And we see that all over this reading. So basically, he said, I can't do this. And the other said, okay, well, yes, I'll be your mentor. They switched places. And the first thing that the elder person, the wise person, one of the wisdom holders in the clan said, okay, look, here's my first decree. You're going to come sit in the chair, honey. You are ready. You just demonstrated that you're not doing it for the love of power and that you have ethics and you have dedication and you have the strength to say, I'm frightened. I'm not ready. I don't feel that I have anything to offer. That's how we know you do, and all those three things are true about you. So come sit in the chair. I'll be here to help you. Don't worry about it. You don't have to know everything all in the first moment. And there's the transition card that ties the story to your soul intention, your purpose, your destiny. That's the star card. This is Aquarius, your destiny coming forward through a series of upsetting events, perhaps, or decision that you have to make because you look in the mirror and you think, you know what, I have to change how I'm doing my life. And you start down that road. And then your destiny comes forward to meet you. My guides are literally saying your soul and your heart rises up to meet you. And you connect maybe with another person. Look at that. Melded together. That's you able to look both sides across the veil. You are firmly rooted here on the earth and also in the celestial realm. You have the ability to manifest your dreams. It's beautiful. Look at all the new growth that's going on in those trees. When you have that moment and you accept your destiny and what is meant to be created through you comes forward and you step into that destiny, the very first thing that happens is you have an audience with the High Priestess. That's the first card on the soul level of your reading. You become revealed to yourself. And I think to the people around you. Look at that, the Sacred Mother. Do you see how in this card, this couple cannot join the river of life? The water, the love element, all of those allegories. Look at the water. Do you see it pouring out from the heavens? Sacred Mother is there, very activated at the heart chakra. You got your power in your hand and that beautiful shield made of orbs. She is the High Priestess. She is the guardian of the sacred gateway and therefore the guardian of truth. Look at that. Aquarius, thank you so much for your dedication. So when you have this meeting with the High Priestess who sits in her throne, at the gateway of the Temple of Solomon, if you know tarot. And she's got the full moon in her crown and the new moon at her feet. And she sits atop a sacred portal. So you are going to go have an audience at the sacred temple of all knowledge, all wisdom, as an initiate in a sense. And when that happens, the gate is going to swing wide for you, Aquarius. You're going through the gateway. She is the guardian of the gateway. And here's what's going to happen. Your destiny is coming forward. That is the Ace of Cups. So some of you are going to have this kind of sacred event unfolding. You have to release that which keeps you bound to the devil. Whatever that means in your life. You know, we know tarot, it could be an addiction. It could be drugs and alcohol. It could be a type of behavior that doesn't serve you or anybody else. But you're working really hard. You see the bowl? Look. Very hard to manifest this new destiny. And this is the moment when it comes forward. And you walk straight through the gateway into the Ace of Cups. Some great revelation is coming to you. The water bearer, Aquarius. Look at yourself in these moments. It's quite beautiful. So the next card's going to surprise you a little bit. Here's the theme of the reading, okay? Above it, we see the outcome or the implication on a soul level. Look at that. Three of Swords. In this mystical deck, it's about healing and being done with the process of heartbreak. These two star-crossed lovers were warriors, and they were fighting a duel to the death. And through this battle, a sacred courtship happened. And they were able to walk away from that which kept them stuck. Some of you are going to have a regeneration in your relationship. And you're going to be able to break the chains of the fears and all the things that kept you chained to this negative pattern in the relationship. And you're going to drive those things out from your life and from your love element. And you become a student of love. How is it that I learn to mature in such a way that makes me actually available so that we can pull each other up? She fell into the river, and in that moment, he realized, I don't want her to wash away. I don't want to win this battle. I put my sword in the ground, and I'm going to reach up because that's the most incredible woman I've ever met. Strong as hell, sacred warrior, just here to be able to stand in the test of this courtship of battle. Oof, I'm getting choked up. So some of you, I just want to love you. I just want to send you some love and say, this is the most important thing you can do for the world right now. This is why this destiny is coming forward. So if you're able to repair yourself and repair the negative aspects within you and help your partner do the same, you pull each other up into your destiny through this incredible battle that's been going on. And there's the hut. They live happily ever after. It's that kind of a fairy tale. So do not be afraid of the things that may bring you heartbreak, that you may have to walk away from in order to find this beautiful destiny, because you know what? When you do that, you wield magic, the sacred magician. Look at that. Do you see that he's highly activated the male energy at the will center, holding the seeds of the new, that's a pine cone, at his heart. And he's using magic to move the male energy forward, to create the kind of life that is desired. This is how you serve the planet this month, Aquarius. So if you are going through some difficulties with a partner, please have trust and faith that it is for a beautiful divine purpose. And that energy is going to be reflected and used by the universe to help all of us come through the battles that we know we're all in society, particularly here in the United States, focus of the news, but it's all over the world. We know that. And look, There's the full moon in Aries. So when you utilize your power of fire and ice, and you use your air element to ignite the passion that brings forward this struggle in order to bring us into this destination. The full moon is on the 1st of October, so this unfolds through the month. In this deck, the moon card is the imaginer of harmony. You can get in that boat and sail away to any destination into which you can imagine creating harmony. That's what this is about. Wow. Aquarius, you're amazing. You can align yourself with the Piscean energy, universal consciousness of the water element, because you are the water bearer. And you bring forward the destiny of the planet in this particular way that your energy is being utilized. So dream big on this full moon that is meant to illuminate and bring something into completion, and allow yourself to dive deep into your own nature to carry love energy forward into this beautiful destination in your own life and here in the planet, because you are able to wield and create magic. In the month of October, the guides are whispering. So I'm going to pull a rune for you folks. Ask the guides. They're saying, okay, shake it off a little bit. You know, it's going to be hard. It's going to be hot. You may find that challenging. Stay in the eye of the storm and keep your focus on this. Do not get sucked into the news. Do not get sucked into arguments with other people. Just stay in the deep and use your energy to manifest and release us all so that we can go through the gateway into the destiny that is promised. And this is how your energy is used this month. And I want to thank you very deeply. It's quite beautiful. Spirit, please give us one more bit of energy, some advice for beautiful Aquarius as they transition through this month of battle. Oh, Aquarius. Do I need to even tell you what that is? That is the rune for the sacred warrior. Hang on. You guys want me to show it to you this way. They're saying, show it this way, so that you will truly understand what's going on with your energy and how it's being utilized this month. So I'll read it to you from the book for those of you that want to stick around. If you're heading out, please make sure to leave me some messages. I like to know always how, when these messages come through, how people experience this in their own life and how it takes hold of them and shapes their existence. My guys are talking about things like that. Holy cow. All right, so this is the warrior, the sky god. Look at that. Oof. So Tewaz is the rune of the spiritual warrior. Always the battle of the spiritual warrior is with the self. Thank you, Spirit. This is what they're talking about this month. The way you engage the sacred energy, the Piscean energy, the universal consciousness. Funding a will through action, yet unattached to outcomes. Remaining mindful that all you can really do is stay out of your own way and wait on the will of heaven to flow through you. These are among the hallmarks of the spiritual warrior. Embodied in this rune is the energy of discrimination. Thank you, Spirit. Oh my goodness. The sword-like quality. Look. Love my guides. To cut away the old, the dead, the extraneous. And yet with the warrior rune comes the certain knowledge that the universe always has the first move. So patience is the virtue of this rune, and it recalls the words of St. Augustine from the Christian tradition that the reward of patience is patience. Here you are asked to look within, to delve down to the foundations of life itself, And only in so doing can you hope to meet the deepest needs of your nature and tap into your most profound resources. That's why in this deck, this is the Challenger of Will, because you have to make the decision. You have to be the magician who is the decider of will in this deck. It's really mystical. I love it. The molding of your character is at issue when you draw this rune. It is associated with the sun. Thank you, Spirit. The masculine principle, the active energy of the universe. The urge for conquest is great. It is so powerful that it becomes a lifelong pursuit, and it calls for awareness from the single-mindedness and the willingness to undergo your passage with compassion and trust, total trust. When this rune comes in response to a relationship issue, it indicates that the relationship is both timely and providential. The bond is a real one. There is work for you to do together. If the issue concerns devotion to a cause, an idea, or a path of conduct, the warrior rune counsels perseverance, although sometimes the form that the perseverance takes is patience. A rune of courage and dedication. In ancient times, Tewaz was the glyph that warriors painted on their shields before battle. And now the same symbol strengthens your resolve to align yourself with the self. Oof, beautiful. Thank you, Spirit. So, gang, hang in there. Do your best. It's going to be explosive, but the heat is coming in order to free us so that we can melt the ice. Sorry, I'm holding that upside down. To bring forward the love energy so that we can all walk into the light. That's your Sacred Warrior's mission. And so for those of you that are struggling with challenges inside yourself that show up inside of a relationship, I just want to give you hugs and love and encouragement and let you know that you will have the wisdom, you will have the vision if you call on these aspects in your life. So I'll look forward to seeing you in November, Goddess willing. It's shocking, isn't it, that the entire year has gone by. It's because we've all been on lockdown. It just feels like it flew by. And I'm agog, and many of you may be feeling the same thing. So gang, hang in there. Buckle up. It's going to be intense. The things that are out of balance are going to intensify, and we're going to see some crazy, crazy stuff. Remember what is emerging out of that through this fire and ice and this eagle vision. Your energy assists all of us, so I thank you for that. And I look forward to seeing you next month. Thanks, everybody.